It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there's no love lost between these NFC South foes. It's the Panthers and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The rain started earlier today. It hasn't let up much. It is going to be a wet one. Riding with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Nice and dry here in the booth, but Greg, you've been down on the field and played in one of these sloppy, wet, rainy games. What is it like?
Well, it depends what position you play. For the offensive, defensive linemen, they love it. It's a little bit slower. The defense is a little bit slower to react to the ball. A lot more runs, less pass protection. So for them, they're thrilled. But for anybody who has to handle the ball on either side, offense or defense, this is a nightmare. You're stressed.
All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's...
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's...
And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 71 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. And, Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, start of the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. He'll start at the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he just looked indecisive. He didn't look like he was very comfortable operating within this system, and it led to a combination of poor throws and, frankly, a lot of bad decisions. I think he needs to stop just locking in on one guy. Let the offense unfold. Trust what the play caller and the game plan have established. I think if he can just operate the offense and not feel like it's all on his shoulders to create everything, I think it'll allow him to just take a little bit of a deep breath, let the game come to him, and have a lot more success than he did last week.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
I can tell you firsthand as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack, hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track.
3rd and long. Back to throw. Has his man. It's Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
run on first down. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to pick up the first down. He'll get down to the 15-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Looking middle of the field. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. And he's not going to be able to get away. Might lose a yard. They've got him back at the 2.
At one point, it felt like a touchdown was almost inevitable, but now after 2 back-to-back wins by this defense, all of a sudden it seems like the defense is in control, and this drive's in danger of stalling out.
And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
Yeah, so I think, Mike, this is one of those decisions where the conditions and the elements definitely come into play. I think in a normal day of clear weather, this coach makes a different decision in this situation. But here, I can totally understand why he decided to be aggressive and go for it on 4th down.
The Panthers offense and C.J. Stroud ready to get to work once more. And the numbers will show he's been one of the top quarterbacks in the league all season long, right up there among the leaders in passing yards. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. 2nd down and 3. They'll run. It's the former LSU Tiger. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
On now is the punt team for the Panthers, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. Now fair catch is called for and made right there at the 45. The home team's offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. Still, a lot can happen between now and the end of the season, but the cream is starting to rise to the top as you look across the NFL. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. They'll stick with him again. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the first down.
They'll motion over Samuel. He'll get this out to the left flat. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll turn and hand this one off. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
So the key to this 4th down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge 4th down stop.
Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hands, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man,
that's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Junior Colson.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that love throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who are very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Ooh. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. And now here comes the punt team. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. The Panthers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23. They face 2nd down and 7. From the gun, here's Stroud. He runs with it. They get 22 yards there. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
On first down, it's Stroud. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Up the middle they go. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Quick throw here is complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Panthers.
So after 1, the Panthers off to the early advantage. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. It's first down, and they'll run. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Now a give on the ground. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot. Your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he is the NFL leading rusher here in the month of December. A strong finish in the final stretch could earn him the crown. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw.
An 8-yard loss brings up 4th down.
On comes the punter now. And he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And this one's going to be downed inside the 20-yard line. The Panthers offense ready for this next possession. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. He'll go left side here and complete this one. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down. Throwing is Stroud. And that ball incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
A run now on 2nd down. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get nothing more. It is 3rd and 10. Now Stroud. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down. Here's their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The home team's offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball, that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. Here's the punter now, as he's on here to punt this one away. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. The Panthers offense make their way out to take over once more. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. Stroud. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. On 3rd down, they'll set up, and this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
And he looks up, and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball, as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They send the tight end in motion. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. It's a gain of 12 there. That's enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Back to the air one more time. Throwing right. It's taken in. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space. There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Now they'll set up to throw. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, really for two reasons. One, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. Two, teams' willingness to go for it on fourth down is at an all-time high.
He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And his guys are on the board. It's now 10-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. A high throw there, but a nice job to go up and get it. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. To throw is Stroud. He'll tuck it and take off. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Stroud going to set up to throw. Rice open. He's got it. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Panthers.
Back to throw. Stroud. That one knocked away and incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Motion man is Rice. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
What an impressive play by this linebacker. I mean, Mike, back in the day, you would never see a linebacker take down a wide receiver in the open field like that. But these guys are tremendous athletes who can really hold their own in space. And he killed that play before it even had a chance to develop.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
The Panthers will take their first timeout. They'll talk things over before third down. Stroud to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up fourth down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
And this is where playing in the elements can really become a problem. These kickers practice all year in pretty much ideal conditions. So sometimes you got to approach these kicks a little bit different. He's just unable to connect.
The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to him with another drive here.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Has his man, it's Samuel. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. They'll look to throw yet again. Samuel brings this in along the sideline. Now the offense will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll look to throw again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we are at halftime, and the visiting Panthers are out on top. As we send you to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with EA Sports Halftime Report. It's all yours, Coach.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. From there, we're off to check out another game. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Jamar Chase, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints. Nico Collins leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
Coach, thank you. And the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. Look there. He comes into this week second in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Just watch the speed of the pursuit out of this safety on this tackle, Mike. His ability to play from depth and attack the line of scrimmage and meet that ball carrier in the hole and keep him to no gain. You don't see a lot of safeties able to make that tackle in the open field. That's pretty impressive.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll motion a tight end right. First down throw there is incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle. They just cannot get anything going through the air.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He gets this one complete to Johnston. 11 yards on the connection there, and that will be a first down. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. On the move, past the 40. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready for their first possession of this second half. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Stroud. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. On 2nd down, Stroud. Quick throw here is complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stroud. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. They'll motion over Samuel. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Now, the ball thrown deep for Johnston.
I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
This guy's really in his zone right now, Mike. He's rushing with such confidence that it doesn't matter who they put on him. He thinks he's going to win every matchup, and with the rest of the time remaining here in the 2nd half, the offense is going to have to change some things up. It's less about who blocks him and how we block him, because right now, one-on-one, it's just not getting the job done.
3rd and long. Here's Stroud. Look wide. Get this one complete.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27. He'll look to throw. This one complete right side. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down. Now, faking the give. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of him. This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
The ball's out, and the defense has it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are, and I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
A second down throw for Stroud. That one is caught beyond the pylon. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Carolina. That touchdown gives him 18 on the season. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
This one taken at the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. This team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
They'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
The Panthers offense and C.J. Stroud ready to get to work once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. Tight end going in motion here. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he goes forward. Good gain on that one. Pickup of 8 out to the 33-yard line. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Open man, and that's Tillman. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
First down, Carolina.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down. Now, Stroud. And he's going to be taken down, a sack on what likely will wrap up play in this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Punting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we take you back through the highlights, there aren't many of them from a quarterbacking perspective. He's been unable to sustain a lot in any of these drives and does not have a touchdown pass to this point. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And this will be incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
The Panthers offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. Still, a lot can happen between now and the end of the season, but The cream is starting to rise to the top as you look across the NFL. Here's a designed run. Not much there, maybe a yard. And now we're going to get a timeout. It is C.J. Stroud in need of some attention. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll try to run for it. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
This is the point in the game, Mike, where on 3rd down, you have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the 1st down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's caught. Down the field is Tillman. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now a give up the middle. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing is Stroud. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. Here's a run to the 5-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. The ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal. Stroud going to set up to throw. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And this defense will take over here following the interception.
All right, Mike, file this play well. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Looking to set up the screen there, but he decides not to force it, and it's incomplete. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. On third down, they'll throw from the gun. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up fourth down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
The Panthers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. Stroud to throw. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
On second down, Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. From the gun, here's Stroud. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
On fourth down, out comes the punter. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll come up here on second down and 5. Throwing now from the gun. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
They'll come up here, first and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Back to the air one more time. Taking off, and he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll throw here on third and short. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
The Panthers offense ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a first and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Stroud to throw here on first and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. To throw is Stroud. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And his guys are going to be set up with a short field as they look to draw closer and perhaps draw even in this one. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. They'll motion over Samuel. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot here for the end zone.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. He'll look to throw. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Here's Stroud. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Woo. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. Now Stroud. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. Stroud. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. Back to throw here to begin. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone, and that is a safety. So first, the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line, and the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time. They've dominated the proceedings here in the fourth quarter. Now a run on first down. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down. Here's Stroud. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. So, it's fourth down. They'll call on the punt team as this drive quickly stalled out. So, he's on to punt it away. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. So now this team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbound.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. They'll come up now for 2nd down. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
About how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
So now, a big spot coming here. This to get back to a one-possession game. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points. Recovering an onside kick has really become kind of a lost art nowadays, Mike. You just don't see it very often. You're trying to find where's the weak link, where's the hole in the recovery unit. Kicker's got to put the ball there, and then it's just a race to recovery.
Here's a 2nd and 9. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. To the ground, a 1st down run. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. Stroud down to a knee. And that should put the finishing touches on this one. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. down to a knee. And that should put the finishing touches on this one. 3rd and long. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So this one a win for the visiting Panthers. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the 2nd time this year. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.